Summer is here and that means barbecue season, so I wanted to make this video on summer barbecue essentials. I've got amazing examples here of meals, snacks, and everything in between, and they're all really healthy, great alternatives. Hey guys, so today's video is really fun because it's all about summer barbecue. This one is, I feel like this is gonna be a really valuable video because everything here is plant-based, it's super healthy, clean, but you're not like skimping or missing out on any of the flavors and things you like with regular barbecue. I'm gonna start kind of from left to right, I guess you're right to left, and go through like meal examples. I've got some like kind of fake meat alternative examples, but nothing processed. And then we're gonna get into some snacks. Everything here for the most part is from Thrive Market, so I will, like always, link everything individually below, and I'll also put a code you guys can use for a free 30-day trial if you want to try it out. You guys know I buy almost everything from Thrive because it's super easy, it gets delivered. I have my own page on there actually if you guys ever want to check that out. I have all my favorites that I always get, so I can link that below too. Alright, so let's start with the first thing, which is pasta salad. You've probably seen me talk about pasta salad in other videos. I personally love it because I grew up eating it. I'm going to move this aside a little bit. I grew up eating it, something my mom used to always make for us, so it's just something I really like. And then I'd go to other friends' houses and they had their own totally different variations of it. A lot of people would use like mayonnaise or like heavier dressings with it, but you know, I like to keep it really fresh. I love adding fresh cold veggies with cooked pasta. I just think it's the best combo. My favorite combo personally is cucumber, tomato, celery, and carrot. It just really goes well. But with the pasta, I know usually I talk about pasta alternatives. This one's a really cool one that I've been recently eating. It is red lentil, pumpkin, and butternut squash. So it's got like a much softer texture and consistency. I know sometimes if you go for certain alternative pastas, maybe the texture can be off, but this one's really, really soft, so I like that. It's literally as simple as just boiling the pasta, then adding in the veggies. So I'm just gonna throw these in here. I also love making a huge amount and keeping it in the fridge because you can have it as like a side dish, you can eat it as your full meal. I think that's pretty good. You just mix it up. So the dressings that I like for this, personally, I recommend something really light, like either a balsamic vinegar and olive oil, a lemon and olive oil. If you have like a light Italian dressing you like, you can even do my lemon diluting trick. Anything like that will taste really great with this. Season it as you like. And the good thing is you're getting like a good amount of fiber. You're getting 13 grams of protein per serving. So all around, it's just a great alternative. And pasta always feels like almost like a cheat meal, even though I don't love that term, but it's not because this one's just made with amazing ingredients. So I will link that pasta below. So the next thing I want to talk about is actually this chickpea recipe. So this actually takes a little bit of preparation, which is why I wanted to make this one first and show you guys how easy it is. The purpose of this one is playing with different like flavors of barbecue sauce because this is such a staple in barbecuing. And you don't have to have barbecue chicken wings. You don't have to have like fried food or unhealthy barbecue chips. You can find really amazing plant-based sources that are also filling, whereas this can actually feel like a meal because you're getting enough like protein and fiber and nutrients. So this recipe is so easy but feels complicated, so it's also a really great one to impress people. You basically want to get chickpeas. Either you can get them canned. I prefer not canned. I like to either buy them dry and boil them, which I know can take a while, but these on Thrive are actually really cool because they come in water, so they're already soft, so you don't have to pre-boil them. And you're gonna rinse them and you're gonna remove the skin. This is what the skin looks like. It's kind of like translucent, and I actually I've already peeled it off of most of these, but I left a few just so that I could show you. Really all you do is you have to like hardly touch them and the outer layer just comes right off. So like I just did one right there. Super fast, but you just take the skin off and then you're going to roast them for about 10 minutes. So I just put the oven on 400. Okay, so they're really just laid out in here as simple as what I showed you, nothing else to it. So we've got 10 minutes on the timer. When they come out, we're just gonna coat them in a little bit of barbecue sauce and I'll show you the rest of it. But really, the whole point of that was barbecue sauce. It's oftentimes filled with so much sugar, and it's also the quality of sugar. That's one of my biggest things. Obviously fruit has natural sugar, coconut water has natural sugar, but when you're buying certain condiments, they're really not paying attention to the quality, and it's just overboard with molasses, like different chemicals, preservatives. So I like having a cleaner barbecue sauce. This one is organic and unsweetened, so I like that. What is the sugar on here? On the nutrition facts, it is 0, added sugar 0, so it's only got 1 gram total. And I also like that this one has a little bit of turmeric, which makes it golden, so it's a little healthier. So I'll put that aside, and once those are done, we will get to the rest of that recipe. So now let's go to the jackfruits. Jackfruit is really cool. I'm sure some of you have heard of it. It's basically a fruit. It's kind of in the fig family. It's a great meat replacement for people who really like meat. Like, let's say you're trying to like make healthy food at a barbecue and you don't want to make like a half plant-based section or a half healthy section, or even if you're trying to like sneak your parents or grandparents or significant other into eating healthier. Jackfruit is an amazing one. It has a great like pulled pork or pulled meat consistency. That's why a lot of people like to use it for that. So it's really, really often used with barbecue also. I got another example of barbecue sauce for this one. This is just a good like classic barbecue sauce. So because this is so commonly used for like a pulled pork recipe, a lot of times it will come pre-sweetened or pre-seasoned. I like to buy everything plain. That's usually my style because I like to be in control. It doesn't mean that I don't add sauces and spices and flavors, but I just want to know what's going into it, and I also want to know the quality. So when I'm at home, I always buy things plain. This could literally be as simple as taking it out, putting it on a skillet, and heating it up with some sauce. There's amazing recipes you could look up, so you can try that. One thing I will say about jackfruit is it's very, very low in calorie. I mean, this is like 20 calories per serving, 0 fat, 0 carbs, 1 gram of protein. So this is a great one to add to like a heavier, let's say you want like a pulled pork sandwich, like have the bread with it so you're eating something. Because one thing I don't like to do with healthy substitutes is like get yourself into a calorie deficit or malnutrition. It's really important to make sure you are, nourishing yourself. So when you find these cool little hacks that can be a meat replacement, take advantage, and then like this is when I'm gonna have my bread meal, or this is when I can go a little extra like heavy on like, the avocado or other things you wanna add to it. So just make sure you're getting a substantial meal. But I think that in a sub, I've seen most people enjoy this. So definitely gotta check out jackfruit. Even my dad asked me about it the other day and he was like, have you heard of it? Yes, I have. So the next one I want to talk about is buffalo sauce. So kind of for each one, I'm focusing on condiments and then what you can use to like actually eat with it at a barbecue. So buffalo sauce in general oftentimes is filled with lots of chemicals, hydrogenated soybean oil, different oils, sugars. Again, it's kind of similar to the barbecue sauce. You can get much healthier, cleaner alternatives. This one I really like because it has minimal ingredients, it's sugar-free, it's kind of a mild taste. Buffalo cauliflower is something all plant-based eaters love because it's just such a staple. There's so many different ways you can do it. I have an example of it here. I didn't want to take up the whole video trying to make buffalo cauliflower, but you can make it as healthy or as kind of like unhealthy as you want. You could bread it and deep fry it and really go all in and make it feel like a chicken wing, or you could just do it a healthy way. You could literally like coat it, bake it in the oven. Like there's so many different ways you could make this your own. So, I mean, I encourage you guys always to look up different recipes. I like to always suggest like one way that I do it, and then literally just go on Google and you can find so many different things, like endless amount of recipes. So definitely try the buffalo cauliflower. As soon as we finish this video, I'm gonna eat this. I wanted to eat it before, but I had to wait so I could show you guys. The next one I want to talk about is CSA. Honestly, you guys, this is one of my favorite brands when it comes to like chips, snacks. I'm obsessed with CSA. They're minimal ingredients. I know I say that a lot, but this one really, this has, all of the best things. I'm going to read you. Cassava flour, avocado oil, coconut flour, chia seed, chili powder, nutritional yeast, coconut milk powder, beet powder, sea salt, tomato powder, jalapeno, lactic acid, garlic powder, onion powder, habanero powder, which I know I pronounced wrong, I'm sorry. So I like them because they're grain-free, and even though I do eat grains and I like grains, I think that as a plant-based eater, sometimes I can overdo it on grains when I want a substitute. So it's great to have options that are grain-free because obviously, like I said, I can't have like a grain-free quinoa. That would make sense. So having like a chip option that tastes just as amazing as regular chip. They have a million flavors. The Fuego one is pretty good for like a barbecue or like any kind of like lakeside or beach, or I don't know. I feel like they're just a little more like summertime. but they've got like nacho, they've got lime, they've got every flavor. Gluten-free, vegan, you know, besides the fact that most chips are deep fried, they have lots of added oils, they have cheese. Dairy's already bad enough, but like I said, when it's in something like a snack, you don't even know where the source is. It's just, I mean, way down the line of how far it traveled to get to you. So having a snack like this is amazing. Definitely recommend trying Siete. Love them. I'm gonna have one now. Next, going along on kind of like the spices line, this one's just a Spice by Primal Palette. It's a barbecue rub. So much of food isn't the actual food, it's just the spices and how you flavor it. Which is why you can take like some kind of tofu and make it literally taste like a chicken sandwich or something. Whatever you want to do, you can end up flavoring things. So it's really all about how you marinate and saute it. Oh, that's our timer. I'll take that out 1 second. So this one's just an organic spice like barbecue rub. It's got, let's see, pink Himalayan salt, onion, garlic, paprika, oregano, turmeric, black pepper, ginger, cumin, cayenne, and coriander. So one thing with spices, I encourage you to add spices to as much as you can because they're so good for your gut and digestion. And I feel like we oftentimes just think they're there for flavor, but they're actually there to help us and heal us. And, you know, years ago in an Ayurvedic medicine, they use these herbs and spices to actually treat and heal themselves. So the more you can add spices, the better. The only one you should take it easy on is salt. So that's the one that you have to kind of watch. But besides that, this is a great one. Okay. Let's take the chickpeas out of the oven. So this is all I did, take them out. You can see they're like a little bit golden and roasted. I don't know if you guys can see that. Now, sorry. I'm just gonna coat them in this barbecue sauce. I actually think I'm gonna add a little bit of these spices, and then all you do is put them back into the oven for maybe another 10 minutes. Kind of all on preference too, if you want them a little more crispy. And then you let them cool and becomes like a crunchy little snack. It's actually so easy. I'm sure a lot of you have had like chickpea snacks. You can buy them. A little bit goes a very long way with this. And that's it. The last one I have, I'm actually the most excited about because this is a really cool snack. This is mushroom jerky. So this is a play on beef jerky. Anyone who's watching this, even if you are vegan or not, I'd highly recommend avoiding beef jerky or any kind of animal meat jerky because it's just so processed and there's so many additives and preservatives and so much salt. You're probably getting like your entire day's sodium amount in there. There's natural flavors, which you know the term natural flavors could pretty much mean anything. If you look that up, it's pretty crazy what could fall under that. Sugars, you know, at the end of the day, it's just not a clean snack. There's so much you can do with mushrooms. I feel like mushrooms are also a great meat alternative, but the texture of these is almost kind of feels like a mix between a sun-dried tomato and like an apple ring, I would say. But it's kind of like chewy. They're really seasoned, and it's just a good little snack. I feel like this is another one you could just kind of trick people, throw it in there, see if they notice. Really good. Tastes a little like a mushroom, but I like mushrooms, so if you like mushrooms, you'll like it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on summer barbecue essentials. I mean, you can really eat this any time of year. They're all really amazing snacks, so anytime you want to entertain or, you know, just have great food in your house, these are all great options. Like I said, I did buy almost everything on Thrive Market, so I will link them all individually below. If you don't know about Thrive Market, I would really check it out. It's just kind of a one-stop shop for everything. You can get like household supplies, your superfoods, like great snacks like this. I have kind of my favorites that I just get delivered regularly because it's so easy, and it's the exact same price as going to any other health food store, but the prices are like 25 to 50% lower and it gets delivered to you. So I don't know why I wouldn't want to buy it from here. If you guys want to check it out, you can use my code. I will put a link below, and you can get a free 30-day trial and also 15% off your first order. So if you guys have any questions on these recipes, also if you have good recipes to share, leave them below for any of these like little fun plant-based snack ideas. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.